All right, so here we want to solve this equation. We have 3 times, in parentheses, 2x minus 5 minus 4 equals negative 2 times, in parentheses, 3 minus 4x plus 3. Okay, so if you follow the steps, right, remember we want to solve this equation. We noticed we have an x on both sides, okay? So first thing we want to do is we want to simplify each side of the equal sign. Okay, so we have to distribute what's in front of the parentheses here, right? So on the left side, we're going to multiply each term in the parentheses by the 3 out here. So we know that 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times the negative 5 here, minus 15, and minus 4. Okay. Now, I guess at this point we'll just go ahead and do the right side at the same time. So we notice on the right side we have the parentheses, which means we need to distribute whatever's in front of it, right? In this case, the negative 2. So negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And negative 2 times negative 4x gives us a plus x. And we still have this plus 3 here. Okay. So we've done the first step, right? We've distributed through every parentheses. So at this point, we notice that there are no more parentheses here. Okay, now we want to simplify each side as much as we can, okay, which means we have to combine like terms, okay? So on the left side of the equal sign, what can we combine? Well, we can subtract the negative 15 minus the 4, right? So we end up with 6x minus 19. And on the right side of the equal sign, we can combine the negative 6 plus 3, right? So I'll just write the 8x first. So we have 8x, and then negative 6 plus 3 is minus 3 here. Okay. So now we have two terms on each side, right? So on the left, we notice there's a term with the x and just a number. And on the right side, we have a term with an x and just a number. So here, now we want to use the properties of equality. Okay, we want to move terms around from one side with the equal sign to the other. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to subtract the 6x from both sides. Okay, when you notice, right, whatever we do to one side, we do to the other side here, okay? So what happens? Okay, well, we notice here that the 6x cancels out. So on the left side, we are left with negative 19. And on the right side, 8x minus 6x is a 2x. And we have the minus 3. Okay? So, take a quick look at this line right here. We notice that there's only one instance of the variable, right? The x. Okay, so that's good. So what does that mean? It means that we need to move this negative 3 over to the other side. How are we going to do that? Well, we have to add it. So let's add the 3 to both sides. Okay. So we notice again, negative 3 plus 3 cancels out. Remember, what we're doing here is we are isolating the x term, right? So we have 2x on the right, and on the left we have negative 19 plus 3, which is negative 16. Okay, so what is going to be the last step here then? Remember, we want to solve for x, so we have to cancel out this coefficient of the 2, right? So here I'm going to divide both sides by 2. Okay, what happens on the right side? Well, 2 divided by 2, that cancels out, right? 2 divided by 2 is just 1. So we're left with x. And on the left side, what do we get? Negative 16 divided by 2, which is negative 8. Okay. So what does this tell us? It tells us that our final answer is x equals negative 8.